And for the final stanza of this poem, we get Shelley really reconciling, I think, this contradiction between form and language that we've had all the way through. And finally, I think, accepting that actually that's about his own weakness as a poet, but it doesn't matter, he's part of something bigger. So he says, make me thy lyre, so a lyre being an old classical musical instrument, even as the forest is. What if my leaves are falling like its own? I love that bit. Basically, Shelley's saying, I'm going a bit bald, I'm losing my hair, my own leaves are falling, like the forest, my own dead leaves are coming out. Oh, come on, I want to join you. The tumult of thy mighty harmonies will take from both a deep autumnal tone, sweet though in sadness. So we get that sibilance there, the sweet sadness, the melancholy that we've had in particularly stanzas written in dejection near Naples. And then, be thou spirit fierce, my spirit, be thou me impetuous one. Notice those exclamatives as well. What he's saying to the West Wind is, I want me and you to kind of be the same thing. I want to be your mouthpiece. I wish I had your spirit of youth and wildness. I don't quite. It's quite similar to what Wordsworth says in some ways in Tintin Abbey and in Ode, but I think Shelley's taken a longer time to maybe become okay with it, and Shelley's still that slightly angry older man going, I want to be this younger person and I want to be like the West Wind. Drive my dead thoughts over the universe like withered leaves to quicken a new birth. Notice Shelley's own thoughts are dead and are withered. He accepts his own limitations, but what he's saying is this wind can take them elsewhere. I want to be the mouthpiece of what you want to do so that gains traction, and even my dead, empty, withered word will do some good. The life will come afterwards. I think that's what he's saying. And by the incantation of this verse, scatter as from an unextinguished hearth ashes and sparks my words among mankind. His words are simply ashes and sparks. They're not good going anywhere. They're not perfect. They're not as good as Shelley wants them to be. But in the way that sparks can create fires, that's what he's hoping to do. The West Wind is the power that will take his words on. So he's accepting his own limitations, hence this contradiction in the form and language of the poem. Hence Shelley's kind of anger, hence his desperation, hence all the exclamatives, but I think he's become okay with it. Be through my lips to unawakened earth the trumpet of a prophecy. Yeah, through my lips you will come out and you will become the trumpet of a prophecy. You will wake everyone, but it's the wind doing it. Shelley's simply the mouthpiece. Oh wind, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? Notice he ends on a question rather than an exclamative. The idea that actually, winter is needed kind of to allow spring to change things. Slightly more uncertain at the end, but perhaps almost like he's questioning actually the violence almost that he's incited up to this point. But that hope that actually things will begin again. This hope of rejuvenation. Shelley in this poem I think is older and he's tired, and he's hoping for kind of rejuvenation through that West Wind. So as with a lot of Shelley poems, there's a bit of a contradiction between himself and nature, but this one it seems like he accepts it, and actually he seems to be sort of saying, I'm not quite as good as the power of nature, but I hope one day that the two of us will come together and will reconcile.